You will not fail. I will not let you fail. You cannot fail. I'm in Austin. If you're in Austin, guys, I can meet you at these properties if you have questions. I can guide you through video calls. I can guide you through phone calls. There's no way you can fail. The only way you fail is by not starting. Here's a good principle. I'm going to give you a good principle right now, guys. Nobody can do business with you if they don't know you exist. And they can't know you exist if you don't exist. I've been through it, guys. I know how you feel. I know how much it sucks. That's where I came from. You don't have to suffer for as long as I did. I'm here. That's why I went through the suffering. So you don't have to. You tired of working that broke, dead-end ass job yet? I know the feeling. I know exactly where you're at. I've been there. What do you think I was doing until I was in my early 30s? I was working for all these other people, doing all the work, making all the money for all these other people, for the boss, wondering, how am I going to get to the next level? Making hardly any money at all, barely making over minimum wage, wondering, how does this end? Like, I was wondering to myself, same thing you're wondering, where do I go in this job? Like, the only other positions available besides what I'm doing is the manager's position. And then there might be just a few managers depending on where you're working at. And then there's the owner. So where are you going to go from there? What are you waiting for? The manager's been the manager for the last who knows how many years. 10 years, 15, 20. He's going to do it till he retires. Until the owner moves on. And then the manager's going to move up. And you think they're going to pick you to be the next manager? Good luck with that. They're probably going to go with somebody who didn't even work at the company ever before, but has management experience, or he's a friend with the owner or something like that. And you're going to stay exactly where you're at. So what are you waiting for? You're waiting for maybe the manager to decide to move on, or you're waiting for him to die or something. Like, you're going to spend 10, 15, 20 years waiting for the manager to move on just so you can maybe have an opportunity to take his spot. And let me tell you something. If somehow you were finally able to get his spot, you would realize it fucking sucks. It sucks. You wasted all that time waiting. You don't have to keep waiting. The sooner you stop waiting, the better off you're going to be. Guys, you have to start working for yourself. You have to start. That's the only way you're going to make enough money to change your trajectory entirely. As long as you're working for the boss, who do you think's making all the money? That's why he's got the extra money to pay you with. He's making all the money, and that's what he's paying you with the leftovers. And so you're waiting to get a position to move up or to get a pay raise, and that pay raise is barely going to make a difference, guys. It's not going to do anything for you like what would be done for you if you started working for yourself. And I know what you're saying. Well, I can't do that. I don't know everything the boss knows. I don't know everything the manager knows. I'm not ready for that. Guys, that's what I'm here for. You know what? I don't even know what you're doing. Okay, this message is bigger than the one that I'm bringing. Okay, most of the information you're looking for, whatever field you're in, can nowadays be found online, guys. You can find it online. You just got to be willing to put in the work to do it. But if you're in Austin, Texas, and you are open to the swimming pool industry, maintaining and repairing pools, I am here to help you. I've been doing this, guys, since about 2006. I got almost 20 years under my belt. I know exactly what I'm doing. I've already built up one company, sold it, and I'm in the process of building it again. And right now, I'm offering 4 routes. Okay, guys? I got 3. These are not full routes. This is your beginning to working on your own. This is the start of you working on your own. 3 pools. You get to start out with 3 pools. How hard is it to add another 10 pools to those 3? If you started right now, you could have 10 more pools, maybe even 20 more pools before the end of this year, before the end of this swim season. School's about to let out. Memorial Day's next week. It's Monday. It's a week away, right around the corner. The prime peak of the pool season is now. You could easily add another 10 pools, and that's being conservative with the number, guys. But let me tell you something. Here's a good principle. I'm going to give you a good principle right now, guys. Nobody can do business with you if they don't know you exist. And they can't know you exist if you don't exist. So you have to get started. You have to begin existing. Now, once you exist as a business, guess what? You can put the word out there. You can start to let people know, hey, I exist as a business, and if you want to do business with me, you can. And right now is a great time to do it because we're in the middle. We're coming right up on the heavy swim season. Now is the best time. Actually, probably a month or 2 ago was the best time to get started, but now is prime peak season. And what you can do with the 3 pools as part of the package is you can start, you don't have to have any experience. You can start to grow a little bit at a time. Guys, I would not recommend quitting your full-time job and taking on 3 pools and waiting for that to grow. What you have to understand is this requires no experience. This is for anybody. No experience. That's why you're going to start with 3. And if you've got experience, you can start with even more, but you're going to have to grow it because what I'm helping with is starting you out with 3. And I'm specifically for the people who are brand new in the business who feel like they can't start their own business because they just don't have enough. That's why you start small, guys. You got 3. You know how long it takes you to do 3 pools, guys? You can do that in a morning, 1 day a week. 1 day a week. So you keep your full-time job for right now. You take on these 3 pools, and then you have a nice, easy load. You got minimum pressure. You still got your full-time job. You're still bringing in money. You can do these 3 pools on the side, get to know the business a little bit, add customers as they come in. Now that you exist, they can do business with you because you're going to let them know you exist. And then you can go from 3 to 6 to 9 to 12 to 15 to 20. Guys, the minimum rate around Austin for a month for pool service is like $250 a month, guys. $250. Okay? If you're doing 40 pools at $250, we're talking about 40 pools, okay? 40. This is you've grown your route from 3 to 40, which you could do by the end of next year. You maybe even could do it sooner, guys, but I like to be conservative with my estimates. 40 pools at $250, guys, that's $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year. You can do 40 pools easy, spreading them out, 8 pools a day, 5 days a week, or 10 pools a day, 4 days a week. And guys, this is the conservative number. This is just your maintenance rate. This does not include your chemical sales. This does not include any of your repairs, none of your recurring maintenance. This is the baseline low number. $250 a month times 40 pools is at the minimum $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. You can get from 3 pools to 20 or 21 pools, guys, in your first year. You can probably get to 40 pools without a problem by the end of your second year. Some of you might be exceptionally gifted and be able to get to 40 pools within your first year. But I like to work with conservative numbers. So you start out, guys, with 3 pools. And this is with somebody with no experience. And As you learn those 3 pools and you learn how to do repairs and you get better, you feel more comfortable with taking on more. Next thing you know, you're scaling up and you're up to 10. Next thing you know, you're scaling up and you're up to 20. And you're making $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year, and your full-time job, you don't need it anymore, and you're working a fraction as much as you were. 20 pools, guys, you can do in 3 days, easy. You can even do it in 2 days. So let's say you want to keep your full-time job because you need more than $60,000 a year. You could do 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday if you needed to. That's how I started. Working Saturdays and Sundays, Monday through Friday at my regular job. And guess what, guys? I didn't have to do that for very long before I got to where I didn't need my full-time job anymore, because working for myself became my full-time job. And I never worked for somebody else again. Ever. I'll never go back to working for somebody else, guys. I'm over 10 years doing this now on my own. And the only mistake I made was not doing it sooner. That's how easy it is to make it, guys. You just got to get started. You just have to begin existing. The growth comes easy. If you're in Austin, you're in a prime area. There are so many pools. Guys, I advertised to 3 zip codes, all in Northwest Austin. Over 5,000 pools, guys. Do you hear what I'm saying? 5,000 pools in Northwest Austin alone. 3 zip codes. If I can just convert 1%, 1% of 5,000, guys, that's 50 pools. It's not that hard. And I'm not even advertising to all of Austin. If I was advertising to all of Austin that had a high concentration of pools, guys, we would be talking about, it's like 100,000 pools. You're telling me you can't get 1% of that or a fraction of a percent of that? Guys, you can absolutely, you are going to resonate with certain people. Your advertisement is going to resonate with certain people, or they're just gonna, or the timing, or even just the timing. It's going to be noticed by certain people when the other companies aren't going to be noticed. Guys, that's all I'm saying. 1%. You don't even need a whole 1%. You can do less than 1% and do just fine. It's so easy to make it. It's so easy to stop working that dead-end ass, low-paying job and go to work for yourself and change your whole trajectory and change your whole future, guys. That's what I'm here for. And I got 4 routes, 4 3-pool routes available right now. I'm willing to let go. I can get you started and I will guide you. You will not fail. I will not let you fail. You cannot fail. I'm in Austin. If you're in Austin, guys, I can meet you at these properties if you have questions. I can guide you through video calls. I can guide you through phone calls. There's no way you can fail. The only way you fail is by not starting to work for yourself. I don't even care if it's in the pool business. I'm just telling you, this is the doorway that I can provide. But whatever you want to do, you want to cut grass, you want to wash windows, you want to pressure wash. Guys, I don't care what it is. Those are just service jobs. Those are service jobs that I've done in the past, so I'm familiar with. But I'm just saying, most everything you want to know, you can find out on the internet. A lot of the stuff that I'm talking about when it comes to pools, I put it on the internet, on my YouTube channel. You got to stop waiting, guys. This is the biggest mistake you're waiting, thinking you're not ready. Especially when there's people like me out here that don't want to see you struggle, because I've been where you're at. I know what you're going through. I know how hard it is. And this is the way that I can give back. I've been through it, guys. I know how you feel. I know how much it sucks. That's where I came from. You don't have to suffer for as long as I did. I'm here. That's why I went through the suffering. So you don't have to. Get started.